I wanted to share something a little bit more personal about me. For the people who don't know me, I am a psychiatric nurse by day and I'm a creative by night, and I'm trying to mesh the two all the time. And oftentimes at work, I find that people are at their lowest and they are feeling the most unwell. And for me, it reminds me that I've been there. I have felt super low lows and really high highs, and there's times when I didn't know what was going on. If you're new here, I help guide others to release their blocks and limitations, step into their most creative and authentic life. So what really surprised me was how often I saw myself in their stories. Feeling really low and asking yourself, why is this happening to me? Do I deserve this? How come my life sucks? How come this is happening to me? And you feel like there's no way out, you're totally trapped, and you're stuck in a cycle that you can totally see. And you're like, I want to step out of this cycle, but I don't know how. I find that a lot of those folks are holding space for other people. They're putting other people first, or they're feeling like they're not worthy. And I remember that feeling. You're like, I used to say really negative things to myself. It was like I was bullying myself. It was so harmful to my psyche, to my heart, to my soul. It just made me worse, disconnected, more despondent. And I was just like, I just had this terrible cognitive dissonance that it just was not aligned to who I am and what I wanted to be. But I didn't even know what I wanted to be. I was so worn out. I was so exhausted. I had lived on the streets for a part of my life. I had used drugs, when I was younger, in my teens. And I think that having those experiences makes me more empathetic. I think it provides me a bit of compassion to listen to other people's stories, to try to break the narrative, give a reframe, and say, there is a way out. The reason that I'm sharing this story is that I want you to know that there are other ways. If you know that there's that inkling inside you and you're like, there has to be another way to make myself feel better. There has to be another way to make me feel like joy, happiness, laughter. And it feels so hard to get from this darkness to this place, right? There's not a lot of things that we can tap into that can immediately snap us out of it or turn our moods around. However, what I do want to share is that I found relief in creativity. I found relief in music. I find relief in all these creative acts. Now that I know what they are, I'm able to see them. I'm able to suggest to them. Like, hey, I want to go to a concert or to a live event or a live show, music in the park, right? There's also listening with your headphones blasted so loud, it just kind of drowns out the music. Music is very healing. And if we can stand up and shake it out and dance and move in a way that's very expressive, that's not harmful to yourself, then it's great. It releases that. I think it was it's a trauma release to shake out your body, even if it's for 2 to 5 minutes every single day. And there's all these creative ways, playing weird instruments, making music, singing is totally free, and it's something that can help you tune into your honest, most authentic voice. And I notice that more and more people are starting to adapt these modalities: mindfulness, art, coloring, neurographic art, Zentangles. These are just some that I've used, but also, throat singing and drumming, and there's so much magic out there, so many things that I have been able to witness. I want to be able to share and cultivate these ideas. If you have these ideas and things that have worked for you, I want to know. I've also created a community called the Creative Spark. If you want to share your experiences and connect with others on a deeper level, and I can also provide support and guidance throughout this time, as long as you're in the community. It's completely free. Something magical is happening in October, and I hope to see you there. I just wanted to say that my pain and the pain that I have seen in others it doesn't stop you from tapping into your creativity. And I think sometimes creativity is the outlet that we need to help process, to help integrate, to help mourn, to find joy. It plays a lot of parts in translating our emotions into something tangible in the 3D material world that we can touch and we can feel and we can release and move through.